Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. This is Barbara, and today is the best day of the week because we have Pick a Stack. So, if you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. You think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the world, and then you choose a stack. Each stack is hidden under a box to encourage you to use your intuition. Each stack includes 2 tarot cards, 1 oracle card, and a crystal, and each stack tells a story. Hopefully it resonates with you. So if you haven't thought of your idea, issue, or question, go ahead and stop the video and think of something. You can choose 1 stack, you can choose 2 stacks, or you can choose all 3 stacks. I highly encourage you to listen to the whole video because you never know. There might be something in stack number 3 that resonates with you, but you chose stack number 1. I just want to talk a little bit about the background today. Don't look at it if you're driving, but this right here in the middle is actually not a crystal. It is a conglomeration of glass. It is handmade by a local guy, and I went to a rock show a few years ago, and it was sitting there, and it was like, take me home. And I went, okay. And it's just fabulous. The cool thing about glass is it's silica, and silica is made up of crystals. Think about the sand on a beach. It's made up of shells. It's made up of crystals. It's made up of all kinds of stuff. So the neat thing about this is it can be programmed. Glass can be programmed, just like the glass in your windows of your home can be programmed. That's why we want to program them with love and light, maybe protection, and not anything dark. All right. I just wanted to talk about that because that's one of my fabulous pieces. All right. Let's get started. If you chose stack number 1, dun dun dun, your stone is blue-green obsidian. Let's see if we can show there. Now you can kind of see the blue-greenness of it. And this one jumped out of the bowl. It's actually a triangle. I love triangles. There we go. Look at that. So this type of obsidian is made from the Mount St. Helens area of the United States. It can support your throat chakra, aiding in communication, creativity, astral travel, and helping to open your aura. It can also enhance telepathic and psychic abilities. It's good for, if you want to do things like, read tarot cards or oracle cards, do readings, dowsing, basically forms of divination. By clearing the path of communication, this type of obsidian helps you have a stronger connection with your own abilities. So it can help you read situations, read people. So if you are doing any kind of readings or helping people, this is a really good stone to have on you. And it can also be programmed. How do you program a stone? I heard somebody say that. How do I program it? You set your intention on it. Talk to the stone and ask the stone to carry your intention. What is your intention? Maybe you're a counselor and your intention is, help me help people. Help me help the people that I need to help today. Okay, well, ask the stone to do that. Set your intentions. Everybody tries to make things so complicated. It's not rocket science. Take it down to the easiest level and just go with that. Set your intention. It literally takes, 10 seconds. All right. Your first card in stack number 1 is from the Archangel Power Tarot deck. And we're going to start off with the 9 of Gabriel. This is also known as the 9 of Earth. Gabriel is the messenger. And this is all about the environment. Now, I don't know what, this is a general reading, so I don't know what your question or idea is, but the 9 of Earth, also known as the 9 of Coins or Pentacles, is a really good card saying you have all these resources coming in, or you already have all the resources you need. But today it's more about the environment. So depending on what you asked, this could mean, hey, it's time to get outside because it's the end of October, and do those things in your yard that you need to do, or I don't know if you clean your gutters, or but that prep work for winter. If you're in the Great White North, maybe it's time to clean out your garden. But there's something that has to do with outside. If you live in an apartment and you don't have those kinds of things to do, maybe it means you need to get outside more. I know for me, it probably means I need to get outside more. I do spend a lot of time indoors. So, sorry about the glare. So this is about, you've got all the resources you need, but you need to take care of them. And they're natural resources. So we're going to add to that a card from the Tarot of Dreams. And we get a reversed 5 of Cups. Now, if it was in the regular position like this, it means you're focusing on the past, and you're not even paying attention to all the resources you already have, that are good. But because it's in reverse, what I feel is, okay, I've already dealt with this. I am focused on the things going forward. And combined with this 9 of Gabriel, it means, yes, I am taking care of my resources. I have the resources I need, and I am focusing on moving forward. So this is really good. It means you've done the work. Yay, you for doing the work. Because we all need to be doing the work. But this is saying, yep, you're not focusing on those broken chalices. You're focusing on the things that are good in your life. And, you've reaped the harvest. Harvest season is basically over, unless you're harvesting old dried up leaves that have fallen off the trees. But this is a very positive combination. You've done the work. The harvest is already in the house. And now I'm just going to go clean up afterwards. Okay. Your third card is from the Beyond Lemuria deck. And this is the card called Home. It's card number 31. 3 plus 1 is a 4. Very stable. 4 is a lovely number for stability and balance. But this is the card called Home. And just looking at the picture, unless you're driving, she's pointing to her heart. That's saying home is where the heart is. Well, let's see what the book says about card number 31. And there we go. Okay, so it says, this card invites you to align with your temple space. Consider all the amazing things your body does and how you effortlessly move through reality. Become aware of the many gifts that come from a deep sense of truly occupying yourself. Often, very intuitive souls exist within the upper chakras and may struggle with the density of humaning. That is totally me. I'm all about from the heart up. And I have a hard time. And it just seems like the last 5 years especially, I have a hard time in the lower chakras. I'm loaded with Moldavite. I don't like being grounded. I like being way out there and woo-woo, my head in the cosmos. And, it's really hard to drive when you're like that. It's hard to do things like shop for groceries or put gas in the car or even walk down a sidewalk. Because if you're all in your head and high out in the cosmos, you're going to trip over your own feet, which I tend to do. You may not feel like you're from here, but as though you are more accustomed to navigating a world with different parameters. At this time on earth, it is a blessing to have the vessel of a body. It is an opportunity to make a difference, so celebrate it. You have dreams and visions and may yearn to float around in more etheric realms, but it is when we are fully grounded and present in our bodies that we can actualize these ideas and make a difference. And I just want to point out that we can come up with this stuff out in 5D, but to make it happen here, we have to bring it down to 3D. So in other words, you might have a dream about something and you're out in 5D. like, oh, I want to rescue animals. Well, you come up with the ideas out there and then you make them happen here in 3D. Okay? So we got to bring them down to this earth. So be grounded, find your home. As just like a tree, the deeper our roots, the higher we can reach into the heavens. This is a very powerful message for me and for all of you. We do have to be grounded to the earth. We do have to have deep roots. Think about those, those trees that are like 800 years old. There's only a few of them left. They've seen so much, but their roots are so deep and so wide that they can withstand just about any storm. Okay? When our roots are deep and wide, we can withstand the storms. Yes, we can still go out there into the higher realms, but we do need to be grounded to the earth. And, as I'm talking, I'm listening to myself so I can go, okay, yeah, that's right. I do need to ground to the earth today. So this is your card, home. You've got resources. You're going to take care of the things outside. You've done the work. And don't forget, home is where the heart is. And be grounded to the earth. Just like the dude in the Nine of Gabriel. All right. That was stack number 1. I'm going to do a little singing bell. Just because it feels good. And besides, it cleanses everything. Charges it all up. All right. I'm going to have some water too, because I actually brought some this time. And let's move on to stack number 2. Dun, dun, dun. Stack number 2. Okay, stack number 1 said we need to ground to the earth. So stack number 2 has a piece of a meteorite. That's funny. This is called Agni Manatite, and this is a polished form of it. We've got in the shop here, we've got the raw form, and then we've got the polished form. And look at this one. It has a sacred circle on it. Can you see that? Don't look if you're driving. Agni Manatite is a form of tektite. It is a meteorite that fell to earth near the island of Java, Indonesia. It is often referred to as the black pearl from the divine fire. Doesn't that just sound fabulous? The black pearl from the divine fire. Most of the black pearls are currently underwater at this time, making it more difficult to access. This stone resonates directly with your solar plexus chakra, activating it and giving you access to more energy. It specializes in raising your creativity, manifesting abilities, and adventurous energy levels to new heights. When I need to feel energized, I have one of these that I carry on my person next to my skin. And I can attest to this, that it does give you more energy. It can also help you increase your confidence and help direct your own personal will toward that which truly brings you happiness and joy into your life. That is Agni Manatite. All right. So getting into the cards, the first card is from the Archangel Power Tarot deck. And we've got the Queen of Raphael. Now in this deck, Raphael represents water. There's little dolphins in the background. She's got a trident in her hand. She's got this throne that looks like it's made out of water, actually, and there's a little starfish. So the Queen of Water, the Queen of Emotion, the Queen of Cups. This is something that's highly emotionally charged, but stable. She's not... My guide said she's not a Karen. Oh, geez. I can't believe I said that out loud. She's not a Karen. She's stable. She's been there, done that. And she's ruling the seas. I mean, these dolphins they're looking really happy. They're jumping out of the water. And she looks really happy. I mean, she's got this big smile on her face. The heart one of the things about the heart has, it's like, we think of the heart as where our emotions are, but actually our emotional chakra is our sacral, which is lower. But the heart it's like the watery part. So when I look at this, I just see like a giant heart, like, oh yeah, like heavy sigh, beautiful, calm, just like a hug, giving. Like this woman is giving. If somebody came up to her and said, hey, you know what? My cave over there on the beach, it just got filled up with water. And she'd be like, yeah, okay, we'll find you a new place to live. We'll get you a new shell to lay on. You know what I mean? Like she would be there for her people. We're going to add to this a card from the Tarot of Dreams. And we get the 9 of Coins, which is really interesting because in stack number 1 from the other deck, we had the 9 of Earth, which this is the 9 of Earth as well. So in both stack 1 and 2, we have the 9 of Earth, which is you have all the resources you need. Now, maybe you're the queen and maybe the queen is going to come into your life. But this is saying you have everything you need. Maybe you need to become the queen. You know what I mean? Maybe you are the queen or maybe you need to become the queen, but you've got plenty resources. The 9 of Coins, I mean, she's got the Dove of Peace, she's got flowers, she's got coins, she's got a garden behind her, she's got a jewel at her neck. She's good to go. The Queen has everything too. So the Queen kind of removes herself though. She's not necessarily finding that home for that person. She has a network. And she knows people. So she's going to call up Joe over here and say, hey, Joe, that place that you have that's open, can Betty come and stay there for a while because her cave got, flooded. So she's got a network of people. The 9 of Coins here, like she's been collecting the coins. She's been doing the work. Now maybe it's time to rise above that and go, yeah, I need to be in management now. So whether you're asking about your job or career, this is an advancement, okay? You're going from this to this. The money's still there. The resources are still there. You're still gonna have everything you need, but you need to advance. Or maybe you just did, or maybe this is an affirmation that it's coming. But there's some kind of advancement. Now, if it's not a career, if it's your love life you asked about, this means you're advancing. There's like a next step coming, okay? So there's something going on where you're going to the next level. And the next level is higher and you've got everything you need, including a really cool throne that looks like water. All right, we're going to add to that a card from Beyond Lemuria. And we get card number 45, Starseed Elemental. Now, 45, 4 plus 5 adds up to 9. 9 is a completion. So, if we're going back to these first 2 cards, you're going from this card here, which is kind of weird. She looks like a little bit like a young Sandra Bullock, to the Queen card. And now we're saying card number 45, which is, yep, okay, completion here. Okay, so that's an affirmation for that. But let's see what the book says about card number 45. And one more. Let me hold that up for you. Bring a sense of play, lightness, or spontaneity to your life. Be inspired by children or your inner child. You are encouraged to add inquisitiveness, fun, and laughter to your reality. This card may signify the presence of a child in your life. Spending time with children will help you experience the world from a fresh perspective and see them as the inspiring teachers that they are. So even though you've got all these resources and you're going up a step, you're becoming the queen, going into management, whatever, you still need to have fun and bring joy into your life. And if you can look at the card, there's all these colors behind the head of this being. And it's like the aurora borealis, and there's stars and there's all these little feather-like things, and it's just very beautiful and flowy, that feminine energy. So when we go into management, that's very left brain. I know, I used to be in management in the corporate world. Management is very left brained. You have processes and procedures. You have standards. You have people that you have to report to and people that report to you. And things have to be done a certain way, especially in the corporate world. But what this card is saying is, you know what? There has to be a balance between the left brain and the right brain. So you can have processes and procedures, but you still have to remember these are human beings, and you have to have compassion and love for them. We're not all just entities or slaves. We are human beings, and we need to have joy. A job should not just be a job. A job should be your joy. So for example, my shop, I went from total, corporate, I'm just going to say stuff because that's where I'm going to leave it, to, yes, I'm running a business, but it's also enjoyable. It's I can have fun with it. I can decorate the yard outside. Right now there's skeletons out there and they're having a luau. You have to have the balance between the left brain logical and the right brain empathetic, nurturing, compassionate, and loving. Okay, there has to be a balance. So when you do get to be this queen character, don't forget the right brain, the compassion and the love and the forgiveness and all those feminine type emotions. Okay, there has to be a balance. That's how come this queen is happy, because she's got the balance. So do not forget the balance. Cool. That was stack number 2. We're going to do a little singing bell. By the way, this piece of wood back here in front of my silica, this was a talking stick that I made way back in the day at a healer's retreat. And it's just one of those things that, I feel the need to hang on to. It brings back good memories of my journey. All right, stack number 3. Dun, dun, dun. Your stone is Shiva Lingam. This is a small Shiva Lingam. I've got some that are like 7 pounds. They're really big, but they wouldn't fit under the box. They come in different sizes, and they come from one river in India. Shiva Lingam stones intensify the vibration within your energy system and will enhance your overall health and well-being. They are a powerful aid in balancing the lower 3 chakras. So just like I was talking about earlier, those of us that like living in the upper chakras, this is a really good stone for us to carry because it brings us grounded to the earth. If you center the stone at your heart chakra, its vibration connects you to the divine mind. This supports all aspects of your personal divinity and helps you overcome the need to judge others. For those of you who feel the need to judge others or know people that do. And it encourages forgiveness. It helps to unite separated people, as it has an energy that encourages a feeling of togetherness and community. And, we've been separated so much in the last 2.5 years. This is a really good stone. And maybe one of the things that you would want to do is, if you're talking to the person, give them one and then you have one. So you have a matching pair to help you come together more. If you aren't talking to that person, secretly send them one or throw it in their yard or, in a shrub. And just know that is going to help activate something in them. and that maybe you can come together if it's meant to be. And that's a big key, if it's meant to be. This stone encourages you to see the uniqueness of yourself, and spiritually to see that each of you is part of the whole, yet separate individuals within the whole. Cool, huh? Shiva Lingam. All right, your first card is from the Archangel Power deck, and we've got card number 6, the Lover's card. Oh, the Lover's card. This is Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the healer. He can heal hearts. He's a character. I've had conversations with him that it's like, you know that movie Michael? John Travolta starred in it, and he has one line in there where he says, "I'm not that kind of angel." And that totally reminds me of Archangel Raphael. But this is saying, whatever you asked about, make the decision from your heart. It can be, if you were asking about a certain person, are they the love of my life? Well, here's an affirmation that for at least right now, yeah, they are. If you were asking about a project or a job or whatever, is this going to be mine? Here's the answer, yes. But I feel like there's somebody out there that needs to hear this. Like, if you're making a decision, you need to decide from the heart. I'm going to use a job as an example. If somebody is asking about a specific job, let's say there's 2 jobs. And this one here, really good money, but lots of hours and it's going to be stressful. And this one here, fewer hours, less money, but I'm actually going to enjoy what I do. Which one do you go with? Please tell me you'd go with the one that brings you joy. Because the days of struggling and working 90 hours a week just so you can have money are over. Choose the job that brings you joy. Choose the job that makes your heart happy. That's what this card is. Choose the person that makes your heart happy. Choose the person that supports you. Not just because they're hot, not just because they have money or a really nice house to live in or whatever, okay? That 3D physical choice, those days are done. Go with what's inside. Go with what's inside the heart, okay? And please go with somebody or something that makes your heart happy. All right, your next card is from the Tarot of Dreams. And we have the Justice card, but it's in reverse. So there's probably somebody out there, this is what it looks like upright, and everything's balanced. There's somebody out there whose life is not balanced, or maybe their love left them or something, but there's an injustice here. When this is upright, this is the Justice card. When it's reversed, I feel like there's this injustice. Somebody's going through some stuff. And it could be, that they just broke up with somebody or somebody just broke up with them. So it feels like an injustice. It feels like an imbalance. You know what? If this is you, I send you love. I send you hugs. But sometimes we have to go through this because it's the right thing to do. Because that relationship wasn't the perfect relationship. Maybe that person didn't support you, or maybe you didn't support them. Or maybe, it seemed great in the beginning and then you're like, yeah, I'm not feeling the passion anymore. That's okay. Every relationship has an expiration date. Sometimes it's 85 years. Sometimes it's, 8.5 minutes. But whoever needs to hear this, you're going to be okay. Talk to Archangel Raphael. He's a healer. Ask him to heal your heart and let go of the past, okay? Let go of the past. I just have to point out, when you look at the card in reverse, look at the grip this person has on those chains. That's that tight grip. I'm going to hold on to the past. I'm going to be mad. Okay, go ahead. Do that for a little while, but then let it go. Don't hold on to the past. And, for those of you who had this happen, and it was 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years ago, Let it go, man. The past is behind you. You're not going that way. And where we're headed, you cannot take baggage with you. You can't. So let go of all that emotional baggage from whatever this was. Let it go. Deal with it. Be done with it. Let it go. We're going to add to that a card from the Beyond Lemuria deck. And look at this beautiful card. This is called She of the Lotus. A lot going on the top of her head there. There's like fireworks coming out of her crown chakra. And this is card number 43. 4 plus 3 is a 7, saying we're on the right path. And you'd know that if you watched my video yesterday with James T. Kirk and the Tribbles, which just still makes me laugh. All right, card number 43, She of the Lotus. Oops, one more page. There we go. She of the Lotus. Take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. I'm going to say that again, that may be running you. We do allow unconscious patterns to run our lives. And that's why we need to be present in the moment, be fully present, and live with intention, because then those unconscious or background programs are not running our lives for us. Are there elements of yourself you need to take out of the trash, dust off, and reabsorb? Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity in an area can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness, in self-love. Peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear, and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and reassimilate so you can re-engage with your superpowers. So this goes right along with these two cards of letting go of the past. Letting go of whatever you're hanging on to so tightly, okay? Let it go. Forgive the other person. Forgive yourself. Forgive the family. Forgive the crowd. Forgive everybody. Mostly forgive yourself. It doesn't mean you condone somebody else's behavior or even your own. It means, no, I'm not going to hang on to that because it's not good for me. And She of the Lotus is saying that, your superpowers will come back to you because you're lighter and you've gotten rid of all that stuff from the past. Okay? Be the superhero that you are meant to be. We're all superheroes, We all have superpowers. Even if you don't know what they are, I do readings all the time, and I'll ask somebody if they know what their superpowers are, and they'll say, I don't have any superpowers. And I'll say, you take care of people, right? Well, yeah. Okay, that's a superpower. Taking care of people is a superpower. Helping other people heal is a superpower. We all have them. If you're a parent, you have superpowers. Believe me. You can walk to the bathroom in the middle of the night in the dark and avoid all the Legos. That's a superpower. I'm just saying. All right, that was stack number 3. We are going to close out with some Golden Singing Bell. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I love you guys, and I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you deserve them. I know you're worthy, and I know you're in receive mode so that you're actually going to receive them as well. And then you can pass them on to everybody that you run into. All right, you go forth and have a beautiful, blessed day, my wonderful soul family. Namaste.